Can you give us an update on the President's State of the Union preps? I know he's up at Camp David for a while this weekend. Is he bringing a team with him up there? Do you know if he's enlisted any outside writers to help him on it? Where does that sort of stand?
So look, certainly we'll have more to share, more color to provide on the President's preparation for the State of the Union. What I can say is what the President wants to do, and what you will hear during the State of the Union is that he'll lay out his historic achievements over the past 3 years and what he's been able to do on behalf of the American people. You'll hear him talk about how he is on the side of the American people. That's important. The President has done more in 3 years in this administration than most president has done in 2 terms. I mean, that is what we've seen. Historic legislation after historic legislation, whether it's done in a bipartisan way or whether only Democrats voted for it. That's what this president has been able to do. And now, you know, he's going to also talk about how we want to protect and implement those pieces of legislation, whether it's the Inflation Reduction Act or the CHIPS and Science Act. We have to implement that so the American people can see the work that's been done out of Washington, D.C. Again, whether it's a bipartisan fashion or just Democrats voting for it. And so, you know, he's going to talk about lowering costs, lowering healthcare costs in particular, making sure that we're saving our democracy, protecting women's rights, as I've been talking about, uniting the country. Those are the things that the president's going to put at the forefront, certainly of his message to the American people next week. And so I would say stay tuned for more.
And last year's speech had sort of an unusual amount of audience interaction. How much of that is going into the planning this year?
I mean, look, I think what you should take out of what happened last year is, we were not expecting that. The president was not expecting audience interaction, as you just stated. And you saw the president was pretty sharp in responding back to those Republicans in front of him and making them promise something that they didn't think they would promise on protecting Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. And I think it was a moment that the American people really, truly appreciated. I can't speak to what Republicans are going to do this year. I can tell you that the president is ready. He's ready to take that moment to talk about the State of the Union, to lay out his future vision of how he sees this next year and beyond, and what is it that he wants to get done and continue to build on historic accomplishments. And I think that's going to be really important to see. Go ahead, Zola.